right, joining us in the debate, RP Singh, national spokesperson of the BJP, Priyanka Tibrewal, spokesperson of the BJP from West Bengal, Dr. Kakoli Ghosh Dastidar, MP of the Lok Sabha Trinamool Congress, Anirban Banerjee, political analyst. My first question is to you, Priyanka Tibrewal, because actually the MLA himself, Naren Chakravarti, let's focus first on that, because this has been taken up by the BJP, gone to the Election Commission. They are saying this is a threat to democracy. TMC is saying it's an old video. It's a fabricated video. It's a fake video.
Not at all. Most of the TMC speakers who I have debated with today, most of them, they said that, no, we condemn such a thing. We do not support his statement. No one said that this is a fake video, and it is not. You can make out all the press media who are present here. They can very well witness that this was done in the presence of press also over there. See, actually, they are unable to handle another debacle. That is the reason that Mamata Banerjee has now openly said that, we will not follow what the CBI is doing because it is at the diktat of the BJP. It is not at all about the BJP diktat, but that the fear that the criminal law makers who are actually the law breakers of Trinamool, their names will come out. Big names like Anubrata Mandal will come out, and it is already coming out because their party people who has been arrested, he is clearly spelling out the name of Anubrata Mandal. So that is the reason that Mamata Banerjee is now scared that one after the other, all of them will be exposed. So all this is, the pre-planning, pre-hatching which they are doing.
All right. The lawmakers are the law breakers, and now they are even the intimidators. Kakoli Ghosh Dastidar.
Can you please repeat it?
When an MLA threatens on camera that BJP voters should stay at home, be happy and do their business, wither democracy. Ms. Dastidar, where is democracy in Bengal?
Can we depend on that outright? Because Twitter has so many times sounded that whatever tweets are put out by the IT chief are fake. So we are actually trying to find out whether this is true or fake. To our understanding, this is a fake video, but we don't support such ideas. And you have to remember that during the Delhi elections, our minister, central government minister, is on record saying "Goli maro salo ko." So then you didn't sit and discuss all this, huh?
We did.
So BJP ministers and leaders are known to be on the wrong side. Mr. Shengar, the BJP MLA of the Hathras case, he is on record saying that, he has actually been investigated for the rape and murder of the family. But we don't support all that.
But ma'am, he went to jail.
Investigation is going on.
And you'd be happy to know that I personally went to Lucknow and stayed there for a week until the time that he was arrested, and carried out a campaign when the victim's family met with an accident. But that's neither here nor there. My question to you is that how can an MLA of a ruling party sit on camera and say that a BJP voter whose mind is made up should not leave his home? He should sit there, do his business and be happy, or else face the consequences.
See, here it is, our franchise, our system is through secret voting.
Okay.
So how do you know who is a BJP voter? I think we are trying to find out whether this is an original one or a fake video put out by the IT chief of BJP.
Okay, fake video.
Twitter has already sounded him more than once,
really?
saying that he's a fake video. But we are actually looking at it. We are trying to find out.
Right, fake video. Fake video. I think since Priyanka Tibrewal comes from West Bengal, she clarified on that. Maybe you didn't catch that part, but very quickly, Priyanka Tibrewal, this is fake. It's a serious allegation.
I am asking, and I'm asking Mrs. Dastidar that today herself, one of her colleagues, Dola Sen, she said that these are petty issues. She didn't say that it is fake. So many of their party person and spokesperson who spoke today said that we condemn such a statement. They never said it's a fake video, and it is not a fake video. Now because the mind is full of fear and the head is bent low.
Both.
The head is bent low. Mamata Banerjee's head is bent low.
We are trying to find out.
Kind of Vidhayak
I said we don't support. I said we don't support.
That is the reason.
We are trying to find out. Listen to what I'm saying.
You said this is a
First,
fake
listen
video.
to what I'm
Please stick
saying.
to what you are saying. No, this is not a fake video.
What I said,
that
Mr. Malavia,
you have constitutionalized violence
shout.
in West Bengal.
Don't shout.
And now you are unable to face India. You are unable to face a situation which has been created by you, where people are demanding a 356. That is the reason. As I said, where mind is full of fear.
This is not your party office.
The Bengal which you have created. It is no more the Bengal of Rabindranath Tagore, which was that the mind is held high without fear. You have changed it. You have converted it.
You have all been tutored very well. Since yesterday, you are all taking up Rabindranath Tagore's name. I said it might be fair because Twitter has alerted many times.
Because Bengal was known for that. But today Bengal is known. And it has been defamed because Trinamool Congress exists
we are
here.
looking
Because
at it,
Vidhayak and
we
member
don't
of
support
parliament
it.
of
Don't
TMC
shout.
exist in West Bengal.
That is
you
not,
have brought
that
shame
is not
to West
democracy.
Bengal. You
The
have
way
brought
you're
shame to West
talking
Bengal.
is undemocratic.
Because when women and children are charged
The way you're talking
TM says
is undemocratic.
it's sneezing.
Okay,
It's just a matter of sneezing. If anyone sneezes, it's an issue which is compared to sneezing. You compare someone's body, a guy whom you murdered, your people murdered on the street. You compare his body with a dog's carcass. Now this is the extent to which Trinamool Congress has gone low.
So my simple question is, you said first of all, ma'am, Ms. Dastidar, that this is a fake video. Let me tell you that last I checked, and I'm doing it even as we speak, it hasn't been marked as fake by Twitter or anyone else.
Will you let me talk?
Yes.
Will you let me talk?
If it is fake, book him.
Will you let me talk?
Yes.
Because whenever I am talking, either you are disturbing me or the other person is disturbing me. You have to let me talk. Why don't you play back what I said? I said we don't support such things. We are investigating to see if it is real. And we are also, I said, that Mr. Malavia's tweets have been sounded by Twitter itself. That many a times manipulated videos are put up by him, many times fake are put. Don't distort what I have said.
Okay. Then to that, I have to say two things. First of all, ma'am, if you are talking about past record of someone, one of your party spokespersons was actually told by the court to delete his past tweets because they were wholly defamatory of Mrs. Lakshmi Puri, the wife of Hardeep Puri, and he was also told to apologize. Second, that if Naren Chakravarti is found to be saying what he is saying, an MLA threatening BJP voters, why hasn't an FIR been registered against him? A complaint has been lodged. Why hasn't any police action been taken?
We don't support.
This is a threat. But as a government, you don't have to support or oppose. As a government, you have to act. This is intimidation of voters.
We are investigating. We are looking at it. We are looking into the claim, and we will definitely take action.
Yesterday, the ruckus which they have created, Shoikat Molla and the other person was
when a minister,
why didn't you suspend them? The Speaker of the Legislative Assembly did not suspend them, but he suspended 5 BJP MLAs.
Said, why? What did the BJP do?
From that only we can understand how biased the Speaker of the Assembly is. He suspended 5 of BJP's MLA. But he did not
Somebody has taught her to shout, so she
did not suspend Shoikat Molla. He did not suspend the other person who was hitting Narhari Mahato. Why?
Okay, just hold on a second. Hold on a second, Ms. Dastidar. And before I bring in RP Singh and Anirban Banerjee, today the Prime Minister actually spoke about what is happening in West Bengal, and he said that this is our constitutional right. And if somebody stops us with a threat of violence, we will not stay quiet. Listen.
राजनीतिक गतिविधियों में हिस्सा लेना हमारा लोकतांत्रिक अधिकार है, लेकिन राजनीतिक विरोध के कारण अगर किसी को हिंसा से डरा धमका कर कोई रोकता है तो वो दूसरों के अधिकारों का हनन है। इसलिए ये भी हमारा कर्तव्य है कि हिंसा, अराजकता की मानसिकता अगर समाज में कहीं भी है तो उसका विरोध किया जाए।
RP Singh, but this is the political culture, they say. One, that this is political rhetoric. Nobody is actually going out and acting on that threat.
Padmaja, I still remember Sunbury, 1970, March 17th, when a woman was forced to eat the rice soaked into the blood of her son. It's still continuing. Mamata Banerjee came with a promise of change, but she herself is involved into all this. And also, what are they saying? भाजपा के वोटरों को, भाजपा के सपोर्टरों को गोली मारो सालों को. That's exactly they are saying. We said गद्दारों को, the terrorists. They are saying voters को, supporters को. This is the new culture, and this won't be allowed. Let's be very clear. We are in democracy. We are not in Germany of Hitler, where Jews can be taken to task for opposing the Nazis. So this is not going to happen in India. We are in democracies. They don't believe in court. They challenge court. They mock court. They mock judiciary also. They mock the system. They mock the central agencies. They mock the election commission. And now they are mocking the basic essence of democracy.
Essence of democracy is being mocked and threatened. Anirban Banerjee, Prime Minister says nobody will take it lying down.
We just heard how a spokesperson of the BJP simply distorted whatever was shown by your channel just a few minutes ago. Where were the words Goli Maro Salo ko in the entire video, even if it is real? Where were the words? It wasn't there. This is the very basic tenet of the BJP.
What he said?
That they will distort, they will manipulate, they will
don't come out, otherwise I will take care of you.
Sir, you are
not allow you to vote.
It's proven. You are a propagandist. It's proven. The words.
What did the man say? What did the MLA say?
Your ministers. It was your.
What did the MLA say?
It was your ministers, your
What
leaders.
did the MLA say?
If you do not understand
what did the MLA say?
Well,
that BJP voter can stay home. If they come out, they will be burned like what has happened in Birbhumi. They will be taken to task like what has happened in Birbhumi.
Like a propagandist. Do
Sir,
not act like a propagandist.
This is democracy. I'm alarming you. We won't allow this to go on. Let's be very clear on this.
Anirban,
no, I'm sorry. You are not allowed to distort.
Okay, Anirban Banerjee, since you are conceding that video and what the MLA has said is correct, your problem is that don't say he said goli maro kisi ko. But what did he say?
No, my problem
Pay
is
attention to what he did say. He says if there is a BJP voter whose mind cannot be changed, then make sure that you sit at home and do your business. If you leave, we will assume you voted for the BJP. Vote for BJP, face the consequences is the message.
Yes.
Is this the mark of democracy, sir?
Exactly. See, anybody who had voted for the BJP in 2014 to get the black money back, to get the rupees in the per dollar at 40 rupees, to get petrol at 40 per liter, we are facing the consequences.
Sir,
petrol is now 110.
LPG is almost 1,000. What are you even saying?
This is the consequence. No.
This is a threat of violence, sir.
If you ask me if somebody votes for the BJP, this is what they get. This is the consequence.
What sense does that even make? If an MLA, let me remind you, by the way, that after the 2nd of May, a leader of the TMC was seen on camera similarly saying, तुमने बीजेपी को वोट किया ना, अब लेके देख लो राशन कार्ड. Where will you get your rations from? Now you have another MLA who is seen on camera saying that if you are a BJP voter, sit at home. What is this supposed to indicate? This is a stifling of democracy, and the irony is that on the same day, there is a letter written saying democracy is under threat. Sir, democracy is under
listen
threat
to
if a
me,
person
listen to
cannot
me.
even
If you
vote.
vote for the BJP, listen to me. If you're a common man, you vote for the BJP, petrol prices will go up to 100, 200 and 1,000. You will
So
have
you
to sit
threaten
at
them.
home.
That is why they
So
are
what's the-
using petrol
These
to
are
charge
threatening.
women and
This is
children.
not threatening.
When people
No, this is
cannot
not a
afford
threat.
petrol, according to them,
If
they
the
are
common
using
man
petrol
cannot afford to buy
set
petrol, he will
women
have to
on
sit at
fire.
home.
They are
What's the
using
difference?
it to burn women and children. See what a use of petrol.
Arey ma'am,
TMC is
you are a
doing.
crorepati.
They are
We
using
know
it
you are a
to kill
crorepati. You
people.
can afford petrol at 500 rupees a
Murder,
litre.
mayhem,
But the common man
arson,
cannot.
that is the background
After you
of
join the
Trinamool
BJP,
Congress.
you have become a
15,000
crorepati.
incidents, forceful violence,
Ma'am,
and this person
give out
here
your bank
talks of
account statement to
development.
the people.
If
We
you
will know why
had
you are
so much
shouting
of
so
sense
much.
of development, you would have worked in the 3 terms instead of doing
Why is she
arsoning,
shouting?
killing, murder,
Why is she shouting?
Okay, let's leave aside, Ms. Dastida, let's leave aside the BJP, let's leave aside, your MLA's video. Let's actually come to the observations of the Calcutta High Court. I take you back to the time when the case of post-poll violence in West Bengal was handed to the CBI. Here is what the Calcutta High Court said. The aforesaid table gives an astonishing figure. In 60% of the cases, FIRs were not even registered. This is despite the fact that on account of shortage of time, the committee could not record the statement of number of complaints victims as is mentioned. From the report of the committee, sample data can be culled out that shows that in 20 cases of murder, where the complaints were referred to by the committee to the police for registration of FIRs, there was a lukewarm response from the state. I can go on and on. The Calcutta High Court order spoke of how rape cases were not registered. So you have first observations by a court on how cases of violence were being hushed up. Then you have violence happening in Birbhum and now a threat to violence. What message are we going to take away, Ms. Dasidar?
During the last elections, our assembly elections, you should remember that 4 innocent people were shot dead, with the BJP being hand in glove with the central forces in a peaceful situation in Chitalkuchi. So BJP is used to this kind of unleashment of mayhem. AITC is not. Trinamool Congress doesn't subscribe to such.
But ma'am, the Calcutta High Court disagrees.
Criminal
The Calcutta
activities,
High Court disagrees.
disruption of polls.
The Calcutta High Court
I
has this
respect
to
the
say.
court.
The Calcutta
full
High Court
respect
has
to
this
court.
to say about your government,
Full
which you are
respect
saying
to
is
court.
not used to this behavior. Let me quote point number 39. Another glaring example of inaction by the state. By state, they mean your government, is evident from the data furnished in the report of the committee, where for heinous crime against women such as rape or attempt to rape made in the complaints presented by the complainants before the committee, when referred to the police, proper steps have not been taken to investigate the heinous crimes which could inspire confidence in the law enforcing agencies. This is the Calcutta High Court, ma'am, commenting on your state, which you say is a haven for democracy.
We respect the court and the judiciary. With full respect to the court, what I want to tell you is go through the NCRB reports. The National Crime Records Bureau states that Kolkata is the safest city for women in the country, and the cases, redressal of cases is highest in West Bengal. FIR is taken in all cases. Fast track courts have been set up, and women police stations have been set up in 48 and 65 together. Women police stations are
But ma'am,
coming
you're
up.
not answering the question
you have to
about
see through
political
the country.
violence,
You see the
post-poll
other-
violence,
you
where
have to
your
look at the
government was
other
put in the
states.
dock, and when you
have
say
to
that
talk
West Bengal
about
is a haven for
Hathras.
women, there are at
What
least
about
13
Uganda?
women
Don't you
recorded by
see-
the Calcutta
don't you
High Court
see
who have been
what has
raped,
happened
who
in
are not
Hathras?
feeling that safe in West Bengal. Let's be very clear, there are at least 13 women raped after the 2nd of May 2021 who are not safe in West Bengal, much as you may
are
talk
talking
about it as a
13
haven.
women. Go and see the families in Uttar Pradesh. Go and see Hathras. I have been there. Go to
Exactly.
Unnao.
Now, whenever you
And
question
you
about
go to
West
these
Bengal,
states
I'm
ruled by
hearing since
BJP and
morning
see
that they are
what
speaking
is
about
happening
Uttar
with the
Pradesh and
women.
other states.
How they are
But
being raped.
Padmaja, this
The
case
BJP
has been
MLA
handed
has
over
raped.
to the CBI by the
Shandar
court.
has raped
Why
in
didn't
Hathras.
they make this submission before the court? That this has happened in Uttar Pradesh, that rape has happened there. Please give CBI in those matters. do not give CBI in this matter. Why didn't they submit the same before the Honorable Court? Because this matter has been handed over to the CBI by the Honorable High Court. It has been pointed out that state government failed to do its duty. The police minister, who's the chief minister herself, failed to do her duty, and they had tainted officers like Yanwant Singh, who were part of the SIT. That is the reason, in order to get back the faith of the people in judiciary and in law, the matter was handed over to CBI.
Okay, there have been at least 3 cases in recent memory, with due respect, where the courts, not political opponents, where courts have said that the confidence of the people in the ability of the state to uphold the law of the land is not borne out. In the interest of that confidence of the people and justice, let's hope that your investigation, Ms. Dastidar, into the veracity of your MLA's threat, whenever it concludes, we are going to see action. In a democracy, if a ruling party MLA sits and says, if you vote for the BJP, you better suffer the consequences, that is the death of democracy. Thank you very much, both gentlemen, Kakoli Ghosh Dastidar and Priyanka Tibrawal, for joining me.